The CEO of the New Amsterdam Hospital is warning business people and others to beware of a con artist and his accomplices. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
A former patient of the New Amsterdam Hospital, Mr. Devanan Prasad, has over the last few weeks visited several business entities with his medical documents, claiming that he was left in the hospital mortuary for over 4 hours after he was pronounced dead by a nurse at the New Amsterdam Hospital. In response to his accusations leveled against the institution, Chief Executive Officer of the New Amsterdam Hospital, Mr. Colin Bino, made these remarks.
I'm concerned with the pronouncement of Mr. Prasad and what he would have said on the television, and I noticed that the stations would have played it, and so many people around the region and even out of the region have taken concern about what would have happened to Mr. Prasad. The bottom line is that Mr. Prasad is a former patient of Dr. Byro Harry at the Georgetown Hospital, who got away from Georgetown and stopped taking his medication and seems to be carving out several stories, and recently would have been left with this one story about him being pronounced dead by a nurse at the New Amsterdam Hospital, placed in the mortuary for over 4 hours by an attendant, and when somebody has opened the mortuary door, then they discovered that he was standing there, etc. It's rather funny, but for those who really know about our mortuary, or those who really know about the pronouncement of somebody dead, will know that anyone in the ward who is dead, only a doctor can formalize that that individual is dead. No nurse is so qualified to do so. Nurses will diagnose certain things. No nurse is so authorized, furthermore, to have our porters or attendant remove any dead from the ward unless the doctors would have written up all the documents.
The 24-year-old man claimed that he was placed in the mortuary for over 4 hours before he was discovered. To this statement, Mr. Bino had this to say.
When they get into the mortuary, a compartment of the refrigerator is open. They are placed in that compartment and the compartment door is closed. When that compartment door is closed, it is highly impossible for the person who is placed in that compartment to come out by themselves. They can only come out if somebody comes back and open that particular compartment, meaning an attendant, a porter will have to do that. So to hear that Mr. Prasad was taken to the mortuary and placed in the mortuary, and he was there for 4 hours, and then subsequently someone came and opened back that mortuary, and he was there standing, something is wrong, something is funny. Because when we check our records for the particular date and time that he talked about, there was no one placed in the mortuary for that period of time, because everything has got a timeline and the record is straight here.
The man was recommended for psychiatric evaluation by doctors of the New Amsterdam Hospital, which was carried out by Dr. Maida. In a recent comment regarding her findings, Dr. Maida had this to say.
The doctors required my assessment, and I put here at the hospital. I admitted here at the hospital. He spent between 2 or 3 days. I do an assessment, and I didn't find no mentally ill disorder on him. He still have to come to clinic, and we will do a progressive assessment. But until now, what I can say, he know what is wrong and he know what is right. That meaning he's not psychotic, he's not delusional, he know what he's doing.
It has since come to the attention of the CEO that Mr. Prasad has been using his medical documents obtained from the hospital to solicit money from business enterprises, claiming that he is suffering from acute heart conditions.
Mr. Prasad was here in January to do some work, blood work, and since then Mr. Prasad has been using the findings of his blood work that he was supposed to take back to the doctor. And he's been going around the Amsterdam and to several business places using that to tell people that he's got a serious heart condition and soliciting monies from people in order to get this heart condition looked at. We have also observed that the persons who he's moving around with, they also would have had some connection with having psychiatric treatment before also. And it seems to be a ploy of these folks to be using their medical condition to try to besmirch the character of doctors and nurses and this entire institution by using certain things to go around the place and to see how they could get money.
Mr. Bino concluded his remarks by saying,
"He would have conned several businessmen into believing that he has got certain conditions wherein it's not true, but it must be made clear now that he has got a mental problem and it's being worked on. He's supposed to be going in for his medication, he's supposed to be doing certain things, and we do hope that from now on he will be doing that, because we warned him about it yesterday in the presence of Dr. Yakub and the medical superintendent, Dr. Kedar, that he needs to go to his clinic and make sure he takes his medication on time. So basically that is what is going on right now. I wish to say to the general public that, or any person who does refrigeration, you will know that anyone who is in a mortuary or a refrigerator for half an hour or more, what can possibly happen to them if indeed they were alive. So we need to check stories carefully before we really believe in what is happening and these things.
The CEO is warning the public and especially the business community not to fall prey to the ploy of this individual. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.